the Democratic debates, Bernie Sanders made a point that is 100% accurate. Take a look.
You're quite right. We have a new vision for America. And at a time when we have 3 people in this country owning more wealth than the bottom half of America, while 500,000 people are sleeping out on the streets today, we think it is time for change.
So the numbers that Bernie Sanders cited in that video got the attention of a Washington Post fact checker, Glenn Kessler, who says that, sure, what Bernie is saying is accurate, but I'm gonna try to fact check him anyway. So let me give you his argument. Kessler found that while the statement was based on numbers that add up, the comparison was, quote, not especially meaningful because, quote, people in the bottom half have essentially no wealth as debts cancel out whatever assets they might have.
That's the whole point, you jackass.
No, but are you serious right now? He's arguing that Bernie Sanders is comparing apples to oranges, but no, he's comparing apples to no apples, right?
That's exactly
and that's not, by the way, I read that somewhere else, someone else tweeted that, and I thought it was a perfect way of summarizing it because, yeah, consumer debt is out of control right now. Our entire economy right now is propped up by consumer debt. Right, and then you have Donald Trump talking about we gotta lower interest rates even more so people can take out more loans to afford things. No, people are tapped out. People can't take out any more loans. This is a disaster, and the economy is gonna suffer very, very soon as a result of that, but that's a different story. Anyway, nonetheless, that's worth fact checking. I mean, you have the Trump administration, you have Donald Trump lying multiple times on a daily basis, and this is what you fact check? This is what you're getting paid for, to fact check?
No, by the way, it's okay to fact check it and then say it's 100% correct. It's not okay to say it's 100% correct, but I'm gonna slander it anyway. He literally said the numbers that add up, right? And then he even outlined, yes, it's actually Bezos, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett, and they have $248.5 billion, and the bottom half, which is 160 million Americans. 3 people versus 160 million have only 245 billion. They have less than the top 3. Okay, so that's where you should end and go, no, Pinocchio's wonderful, Bernie Sanders completely correct. But he says, it's a snappy talking point.
No, it's not a talking point. It's the truth. It's what people in America are facing today. To refer to the poverty that a giant portion of Americans are facing today as nothing more than a snappy talking point is so incredibly insulting.
So Kessler, look, again, I don't want to impute bad motives. We don't know their motives. I do know groupthink, okay? Although the way he writes it, he thinks he's being so clever and snarky, does irritate people, rationally so. But the groupthink is so pervasive in Washington that reporters go, well, comparing this incredible, ridiculous wealth at the top with 160 million Americans, it's meaningless. Because for them, it is meaningless. For them, they're like, I don't know any of those 160 million people. They're suffering, they have more debts than money, who cares? It's meaningless. Because to them, income inequality is a given, and this system that we have now that is out of control and corruption is a given and to be celebrated. So they despise Bernie Sanders at their core. And even in a fact check where they say he's completely right, they have to try to attack him and smash him. Why? Because they think, God, he's challenging us. He's trying to change the system, and change is meaningless. Poor people and middle class people are meaningless. One more, Kessler, he did a second one. This one didn't get as much attention. But by the way, it's the same exact thing. Right after that, in the same fact check, he went on to say, he quoted Bernie Sanders as saying, 83% of your tax benefits go to the top 1%, and under Trump's plan, 32 million would be uninsured. So Kessler fact checks it and says, yes, by 2027, 83% of the benefits would actually go to the top 1%. In fact, since the taxes will increase for the lowest, second lowest, and middle quintiles, that's 60% of the country, it actually 107% of the benefits go to the top 1%. And you know what he says? Misleading. But wait a minute, you just said the facts, and you said the facts are exactly right. In fact, Bernie underplayed it. Misleading. No. Why? Because you hate him. And what's amazing to me is that they can't see their own bias. I got one more for you. In that same one, he says 32 million Americans would be uninsured under Trump's plan. Kessler says, well, that's correct, but nobody thinks that Trump can pass it, so it's meaningless. God damn it, he said under Trump's plan. And you think that Trump's not gonna do these things, and he keeps doing them. And you keep saying, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, look away from Trump. Bernie is wrong for being right about Donald Trump. And then you wonder why progressives are upset at the mainstream media. And then they'll turn around and cry. And then they'll go, oh my God, you guys are the same as the right wing. No, the right wing calls you enemy of the people and leads to death threats and sometimes pipe bombs. We want to help you do objective journalism. And yes, I am being patronizing, Glenn Kessler, because you apparently suck at this, okay? I'm not putting bad intent on you. I'm just saying you're a crappy reporter, a terrible one, who says on 2 instances and equates the monstrous lies of Donald Trump and the Republicans with a guy who, by your own admission, is 100% right on the 3 topics you covered. What am I supposed to say? Congratulations? No, your bias is all absorbing. You're so biased you can't see how biased you are. We are clear, we are home of progressives. Yes, we fight for progressives. Yes, we have a perspective. But when a poll comes out that shows Biden leading, we don't lie about it. We say Biden's leading. I just said earlier in the show, Buttigieg apparently did better in the debates than I realized according to the polling. Because we're honest. We give people facts first and then our perspective. All you do is perspective bias, because you can't stand Bernie Sanders or anyone who would ever change your beloved corrupt system.